It still says 10 o'clock on my clock. And we're right on the button today, working on a payroll report. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Oh, man. Anyway, here we go. Let's just dig right in, right? What are we waiting for? Okay. Well, we got Aldi Christmas, and it's not quite Dickens, but it says it is. Oh, it's by Charles Chickens. It's a story of Bob Cratchit and Ebenezer the Banana, or something like that. Here we go. A Christmas Carrot by Charles Chickens.
Once upon a time, in Dickensian days, there was a banana stuck in his ways.
A banana. Did they have bananas in London in Dickens' day?
But what was the cause of him being so rotten? Being left on the plate, alone and forgotten.
He was alone and forgotten on the plate.
Of Christmas.
Santa liked the cookie, not the banana. So now the ghost is dragged him through time.
Will, look, there's Marcus Radishford. He's always helping children.
Merry Christmas, Kevin.
As old Ebanana soared through the skies, he began to see Christmas through Kevin's eyes.
He saw a great feast that he was missing out on, I think.
Ooh,
He realized Santa had better things to do than eat a banana.
Realizing the sadness and misery he had brought, gave Ebanana more food for thought.
Oh, now he's back in bed. And he knocked the heads off the snowmen.
Merry Christmas, everyone. This is for putting up with me.
Made a
of the
pudding
story,
for him.
The answer you'll find.
Thanks, Banana.
For you to be happy, you need to be kind.
For you to be happy, you need to be kind. You know, and I've looked at a lot of schmaltzy ads for Christmas this year. And this one was better than most. Because at least there was some humor in it and a good message. I really like it. Hey, Michelle, nice of you to drop in. Okay, we got some serious stuff here. Don't despair. I just like to do the latest in commercials every now and then to see what's up. And it gives me a good connection on, gives me something for a thumbnail on YouTube. Okay, so here's an interesting article. Direct mail is alive and doing very well. How do you make it work for you? And this is from Joanne Hirase-Stacey. And Joanne does some B2B compliance copywriting, is a speaker, trainer, and an occasional attorney. It seems like she does some direct response copywriting also. Because I was kind of in that, I wasn't sure why she would be writing about direct mail. But anyway, she says, we're overflowing, our inbox is overflowing, we spend hours on the screen. They put ads in the middle of articles and position on the sides and across the top. Are you paying attention? You're trying not to. The goal with digital advertising is to not see any of it. And they're always sneaky about pushing it in front of you. But even if they do, you don't remember it. Because I know I've seen a bunch of ads already this morning because I scanned a dozen articles and looked at a bunch more magazines, about a dozen more publications on the screen, and I don't remember one ad. Okay? But I do remember seeing a piece of mail on the counter from yesterday. Okay, a piece of mail is different. In case you forgot, snail mail is reaching millions. It's actually more like billions. Billions of pieces a year. When you get mail, you look at every single envelope and postcard. Big note there. When you get mail, you have to look at it, right? Not only you can hold it and feel it, you have to kind of go through it. Some pieces you may automatically know you're not interested in, but others catch your eye, right? And here's the deal. The deal is that we're going to talk about personalization in the next article. It isn't so much that the mail is personalized. It's that you have to deal with it, and what your needs are change, right? You don't care about car mailers from car dealers until your check engine light goes on. Or you have an extra kid and you need a minivan or something. You need to swap out that Corvette that you love from your old college days. Anyway, so maybe you see a brand you like. Maybe it's an item you need. Maybe your needs have just changed recently, but you have to look through it. So it has to get at least your engagement and your attention. Maybe you worry that if you don't take a quick look, you're going to miss out, or you're going to miss a letter from the internet, from the IRS or something like that. They generally mail. They don't call. I did get one call once, but that was an unusual case. Okay? I had mistyped the Social Security number on one of my kids, and they were pretty sure it was wrong. So they called to see, and it was. So you open it. You get a rich experience of discovering what's inside. If you're interested in a product or service, you can look up the website or scan the QR code. And that's where the attribution wheels come off. As soon as you do that, digital gets full credit. Because digital knows that most advertisers can't track why a customer typed in a business name or why they clicked the QR code. They can only track that you did it. And now you went to Google, or now you went onto the internet. Okay, so now they're yours. And that's why we have to be careful with that. Okay, we need to buy this one of my, and this is why I like this article so much. We need to buy this. One of my employees handed me an envelope. What is it? A guidebook for FERPA. And I'm not too sure what FERPA is. It's the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. Sounds like something I should know about. But I don't. Anyway, for whatever reason, because she writes on compliance, they get a lot of FERPA questions. And they take time to research it. And I promised to look at it, but I went about my day until the phone rang. Another FERPA question. And see, if this mailer went to a business, I've never had a FERPA question. I've never had anyone call and ask about it. It wouldn't matter to me. You say, well, they should personalize it better. Well, they may not know who gets FERPA questions and who doesn't. I get GDPR questions. You know, I have to deal with GDPR, which is in England. Why should I? Because my clients are worried about it. Okay, so I have to deal with that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make much sense to me. But I could be that. But the reason that it's timely is not because it's timely. It's because you have to engage with it, and you just got a FERPA question. And so another person called and with a FERPA question, and I pulled it out. And not only did I look at it, but I opened it, and it says FERPA question answers at your fingertips. And then I looked at some sample pages. And guess what? There's probably top 10 FERPA questions. They answered a question we received 2 weeks before and had spent at least 4 hours researching and reading cases. And there it was. Everything we found was cited and summarized at our fingertips. And that you probably wouldn't see. In fact, it goes on, Joanne goes on, I received emails from this company before. I glanced at them, but I hit delete every time. I don't delete all my emails. I just mark them as read, which means that it looks like I opened them, which I didn't. I found that out recently. What made the difference was holding a piece of actual product in my hand and seeing how it worked. Seeing how it worked for me. Direct mail can be a successful part of your marketing strategy. And then she quotes those silly DMA statistics, which mean nothing when you put your piece in the mail. You may get a 4% response. You may get a 20% response. You may get a nothing response. It's all possible. Averages don't matter to you. Okay, first okay, so here's how do you improve your chances of getting results? 3 tips. The package matters, yeah, but it's one of the lower things. The strong content matters, but it's not that important. Third, have a strong call to action. It matters because if you don't have one, you probably won't get one. But those are probably the 3 least important of 5. The first is mail it to the right people. Somebody figured out that you got FERPA questions. The second is have a good offer. Is there something special about the offer? And you can communicate that on the outside. And that's in there. Sort of. Offer is sort of in there, maybe in content, maybe in call to action. But call to action can be, the QR code. It may not. Offer is what I would call it. So those 2 combine for offer. And then the rest is, nice and pretty. And it can make a big difference. It can make 20%. It can make 40% of a difference in your response because it does. But those aren't the biggest things. Now I wanted to I don't know if I should. I think I should save this for tomorrow because I'm coming up on 10 minutes and the style consultant likes that. So I've got a great article for tomorrow, and I'll probably have a Ritson thing on Christmas ads. So stay tuned. And if you want this article, as usual, go over to the wdma.org website and subscribe. And every day I put the articles that I talk about up online in the show notes for subscribers and members only. Have a great day. Like and share, comment, because it's worth something like 20.